bum, 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 bum. Yeah. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Season 4 of Pro Racing League's Division 1. This is Fuzzwad coming into your living room. It's race day, baby. We are in Sao Paulo, Brazil, for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Some information about this track. Just let me make sure I am live, so give me a moment here. And it looks like that I am. Just want to make sure that before I start blabbing. If anyone's listening out there, just give me a little notice that you can hear me okay. Yeah. All right. So, the Autodrome Jose Carlos Pache, I guess, more commonly referred to as Interlagos, to reflect the area where it is based. It's one of the longest serving and most iconic venues on the Formula One calendar. Ever since 1990, this famous venue has hosted a Brazilian Grand Prix, missing only 2020 due to the global coronavirus pandemic. After doubts over the future of this venue and a possible switch to a new venue in Rio de Janeiro suggested, Interlagos' future was saved by a new deal until 2025, with the event becoming known as the Sao Paulo Grand Prix, consisting of 15 turns. We'll be doing 36 laps around this course. 15 turns, like I said, 2 DRS zones, one after turn 3 and the other after turn 14. Speaking a little bit about last week's race in Monza, we had a sprint race and also a feature race. We saw a safety car on lap 4 in the sprint race, and in the feature race we saw 2 safety cars out, lap 4 and then lap 9. There were 6 DNS and 1 disqualification at Monza last week. As far as quali bands today for this race in Brazil, it looks like the only ones racing that would be affected is Sharpie. So he will have a quali ban, which he is aware of. As far as last week's race as well, we have the sprint race was won by Ruthless Peach. Who's going to stop this man? Second was Kache, 1989, and bringing up third on the podium was Tojo, 97. Ruthless Peach had pole position in that sprint race, and fastest lap went to Tojo, 97. And as far as the feature race, we find after penalties and such, Kache, 1989 from Poland, won that feature race, followed by Ruthless Peach in second, and SCRF Tronk, who came in third, and unfortunately Mr. F. Trunk is not with us anymore. In that feature race, Ruthless Peach again had pole position and also had fastest lap. Driver of the day in the feature race went to Zetchik 87, our man from Poland. As far as the drivers' standings, we find Ruthless Peach in first at 142, followed by Uhe at 110, and Dirt Shark in third at 107. Top 10, Shy BMW fourth at 106. F-Trunk is no longer with us, like I said, was at 75. Coming in sixth was PRL Hamilton at 77. PRL Toby with 64. The main Wayne in eighth at 57. Ninth, Molina at 50. And Robinet Homogene came in at 10th. As far as constructors goes, constructors is pretty tight in the top three. Aston Martin is in first place with 179 points. Mercedes is in second with 175 points. And Ferrari is in third at 170. Bringing up fourth, Alpine with 149, Haas with 131, Alfa Romeo with 117, Red Bull 116, AlphaTauri 95, Williams 43, McLaren at 24. So that is the standings, my friends, as far as drivers and constructors. And I think that's about it, bringing you all up to date. So we'll just sit back here and listen to the F1 theme and wait for this to begin. And let's see how many drivers we got. Thusly, not too many. And it is 6 minutes to 9 that we'll be getting underway. Or 6 minutes to 8, excuse me. Looks like so far we only have 10 drivers here. Wow. That's probably the least I've ever seen in a D1 race. I don't think many signed up anyway. Let's see here. Actually, 12 signed up. Who's missing here? Oh, Alessio. Right, but he had an issue. Did you see his post on Discord? The bracket that his TV was on the wall, came crashing down. And, yeah. That was the end of the TV. So we're probably not going to see him tonight, unfortunately. Well, Alessio, I hope you get that all squared away by next week. Sooner. Sounds like you need a new TV, unfortunately. I think the boys have been sorting out the menu settings. All right. Oh, and here's QB7. Finally come in. Got his invite out. And since we got a little time here, let's run down where these drivers are from. We have Dee Pulver from the UK, and Ruthless Peach from the UK. Hank Burr. Where is Hank Burr from the Netherlands? Uhe from Spain. Zetchik from Poland. PRL Hamilton. From Spain as well. Sharpie 52 from the UK. But isn't that a Swiss flag? Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Wolfman from Canada. Kache from Poland. PRL Kriz from Germany. And QB7 from the UK. Yeah, that's who's racing today, folks. Looks like they're still kind of sorting things out here. And I think because there's so little in attendance, they're thinking about doing, well, normally a 50% race. And there's a little talk on Discord. But it looks like we're doing 50%. Okay, so we're at 36 laps. And we will be starting momentarily. Take care, Moti. Have a good time on vacation. You and Shai as well. And we'll be shutting down this music. And wait till we get on track here. And let's see who gets out there first. Get some info up. Everybody on softs, telemetry enabled, lap data enabled, track map, full track map. And yeah. And there goes a Red Bull. And we will follow that Red Bull around. And we will see what Javi can put down. I do believe that we should see drivers in the 108s or even down into the 107s. At least that's what I have on my notes. So let's see if I'm close to being correct. And I don't know if I mentioned this though, but we are on round 7 of F1 Pro Drivers League D1 Drivers Championship with 12 to go after this. According to my notes, weather-wise, we possibly might see a shower, but I am not sure if that's going to happen. And as Wolf, as PRL Hamilton comes around final corner, let us see if we are in the ballpark here. He puts down a 110.861. I imagine through track evolution that those times will definitely come down. Let's ride along with Ruthless Peach, who is on an out lap. Well, since he's on his out lap, let's see. We'll ride along with Hank Burr, who is on a hot lap. Let's see what he lays down for first sector. Kachi goes to P1 with a 108.988, so we are within the ballpark of 108s and 107s. as Hankberg comes around towards the start-finish line. And Hankberg with a 1:11.270, good enough for P4 presently. And we will ride along with Ruthless Pige. And this is looking very quick. And Ruthless Pige comes across the line with a 1:08.663, roughly 3/10 better than Kachi. And let's follow along. And Zechik definitely is not on a hot lap right now, I don't believe. No. No. He is not. How about Wolfman? It doesn't look like he is either. And what about Deep Over? And I think we have a spinner in Sector 2. And that will not be a hot lap from Deep Over. And what about Uhe? Why don't we follow Uhe around in that Alpine? And this is going to be a respectable time. Uhe crosses the line for P4. And let us roll down here with Deep Over in the Mercedes as he comes up to the line. And he takes over P4. And let's see, so we have a few in the 108s, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the 109s. Let's go down to QB7 and ride along with him for his hot lap. Yeah, I imagine he'll be going around again. We will stay with QB. As he tries to lay down a competitive lap. And he has bested his time by almost by 3.5 seconds. Ruthless Peach has had, let's see, I'll tell you. So we are on round what? 7. And he's had 5 poles thus far. So he's had 5 poles out of 6 races, not including what's going to happen here. QB with a 111.272. Alright, let's see here. Let's get near the top. Ruthless Peach is out on an out lap. He, I'm sure, not comfortable with only being a 10th and a bit ahead of Kachi. So why don't we get up here? We're going to ride with Hobby. Ruthless is on an out lap, so and PRL Hamilton is on a hot lap here. No, I think he's bailed. Yes, he has bailed on that. He has bailed on that lap. When Ruthless Peach starts his hot lap, we will hop on board with him. In the meantime, we will ride along with Zetchik down there in P6. I've got somewhat wide eyes coming in. All right, let's ride with Ruthless. And let's see what the Sector 2 time is going to be. And he has improved by almost half a second. And as he comes around the last bend, and he puts in a 108.190. Let us follow along with Kache. I believe his lap got invalidated. And let's see what's happening here. Is he coming into the pits? Nope, he's going on a hot lap. Alright, we will stay with Kache. And let's see what he can do. Kache, our man from Poland, who won the feature race last week at Monza. He has improved by 2/10, 2.5 tenths. He's going to need a little more than that. He's coming in pits. He knew that wasn't happening. And let's see.
Making it one of the shorter circuits raced in recent years.
We find PRL Hamilton and Depot were out on their out laps. And we'll see what happens. And we will ride along with Deepover and as well PRL Hamilton. Well, he is not on a hot lap. And Deepover has improved slightly. We have 1 minute 45 seconds left in this qualifying session. Has improved by 0.4. That might be enough to get P3. And he does. Deepover, P3. Hobby on a hot lap. Did not improve in Sector 1. Let's see what happens here. And PRL Hamilton comes across the line, good enough for P2. And that just might be it, folks, for qualifying. Wolfman on a hot lap, coming around the last corners. And let's see if he can improve here. Currently P8. And he will stay P8. So folks, it looks like Ruthless Peach P1, Hamilton P2, Kache P3, Deepover P4, Uhe P5, Zetchik P6, Hero Kriza 7th, Wolfman 8th, QB 7 9th, Hank Bird 10th, and Sharpie, of course, had a quality ban, and he will bring up the back of the field. And like I said, we are doing 36 laps around Brazil. And like I said earlier, I believe it is one of the few tracks on the calendar that goes in a counterclockwise position. I like this track personally. I like its layout and how it flows. And so we will wait till we start this race. And Mr. Tobias Jung, welcome, welcome, welcome. And he tells us all, greetings from Mallorca. Where's Mallorca? Would you mind telling me, please? I know some geography, but I don't know where that's located. It sounds warm. And is it an island, Mallorca? And did I say that correctly? It's not Majorca. You know, I'm from the States, so I'm thinking it's Mallorca. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I do not know if the formation lap is on. We're gonna have to find out once we just get on track here, as we're waiting for players. And yes, we do have the safety car on. And let me pull up some info here. Interval. Position change. Yeah, that's what we want to be right now. And what do we have? 11 drivers. Wow. That's about the least I've ever seen. Sometimes they've even, like, not have had the race with this many people, but they're continuing on. Possible stops between 21 and 23 for mediums to softs. I believe that's what it said. We roll down the field. Yeah, Sharpie brings up the back. Let's get to the front. Everyone's heating up their tires. We will take it from the position of Kachi and see what happens, or maybe even Pulver. As we wait for the lights. 2, 3, 4, 5 lights, and hammer down, and away we go. Oh, 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 oh! Contact, contact. As PRL Javi has lost 4 places in that incident. along with PRL Kriz has lost 4 as well. Kachi up 1 going into that first corner. And D-Pover down 7 positions, got caught up in that incident going into the first corner, as he is going to have to fight his way back through here, unfortunately. As Kachi coming up on Ruthless Peach, goes to the inside. As Kachi makes it stick. As let me change something up here. As Pover comes into the pits, obviously, to change a wing. I need to get some different info up here. And let's see, Integral to leader. Ooh, hey, Javi with the fastest lap of 1:11.599. As the top 5 are in pretty close proximity to each other. Hank Burr putting pressure on PRL Kriz. And let's get back to the top. And DRS has been enabled, as we have somewhat of a DRS train, at least down to 3rd anyway. Anyway, got a little wide there. We find Ruthless Peach on hard tires for this stint. And a few others too on hards. PRL Hamilton, Hank Burr, and QB7. All the rest on mediums. As Kachi trying to get out of DRS range. Thus far, he has accomplished that. Yes, he did. All right. As Javi gets ahead of Uhe. And Sharpie does have DRS on Wolfman, coming to the inside. And Wolfman able to stay in front of Sharpie. And we're going to stick with this battle for a lap or so. Let's see here. So presently Wolfman would be out of DRS range from Uhe, but Sharpie will have DRS. You can guarantee that he will try to get around Wolfman before that first turn. Not able to close the gap to Wolfman. Perhaps Wolfman is running a lower ring, but he's going to have a run at him here as a good little battle here. And it looks like the rest of the field is spread out a bit. Uhe trying to make a move on PRL Hamilton. Of course, Uhe on the better tire. And he will have DRS. But unable to close the gap to Javi. Let's go back down to Sharpie. And Sharpie does have DRS. As Wolfman is defending, his ERS is down to 8%, whereas Sharpie has 24%, 25%. As Wolfman gets a little loose coming through that corner there, I think this might happen this lap, or this next lap, I should say. And Sharpie does have DRS as he makes a move to the outside, and a little contact there. Oh, more contact. They are side by side. And Javi is able to get around him. And we find Deepover in a lonely 11th place after that first lap incident. Obviously had to change his wing, went into the pits. No safety car though, no safety car. Let's get up here to Javi. We have a spin by QB7. And let's get up here to Javi. As he puts pressure on Sharpie. And thus far, Kachi with a 1.6 second gap that he's created to Ruthless Peach. And Javi will have DRS as he comes around to the outside. And that was done pretty easily. But in turn, Sharpie will have DRS. Oh, QB7 disqualified, parked in a dangerous location. And imagine he was trying to turn the car around. And yeah, that's what has happened. Disqualification. That has happened to me more than once. Let's get down here to Zetchik. As he comes around Wolfman. And Javi is in the pits. As he puts on a set of soft tires. Let's get down here to Wolfman. And Wolfman's able to come back around Zetchik going into turn one. I imagine these two are going to be battling back and forth. Zetchik with a 3-second time penalty. That is not going to help his cause. And we will ride along with Hank Burr, putting pressure on Javi. And let's get back down here to Zetchik. It looks like this is the only real battle going on around the track. He has 85% ERS, and you could darn well know he's going to use it. As he comes around, brakes somewhat early there, probably thinking Wolfman was going to outbrake himself. But he will have DRS again. And let's see. Easily comes around. Zetchik unable to make that stick. There's a good battle going on here, boys. Javi with a 1:10.955 for fastest lap thus far. Kache is increasing his lead by 2.6 seconds. And Ruthless Peach unable to bridge that gap. Oh, Javi with a 3-second time penalty. That's going to hurt. But Kachi is on 12-lap old mediums, where Ruthless Peach is on 12-lap old hards. Eventually those mediums of Kachi are going to start to fall off, and you can guarantee that's what Ruthless Peach is waiting for it to happen. And let's see where Deepover is here. He has joined this fight up here between Sechik and Wolfman. And it won't be long before Deepover is right in the thick of this fight. Wolfman must have had an incident, because he has fallen back to 10th, and I missed that. I'm sorry, folks. Let me see here. So the fight's Deepover and Sechik. I do not know if there was contact between Wolfman and Sechik. We will have to see from their POV what exactly happened back there at the beginning of, or the end of lap 14 into lap 15. Ruthless Peach has brought the gap down slightly, and he has not lost sight of Kachi. And let's ride along with Kachi. Let's see how his grip is looking. Why don't we get down here to Sechik as he's trying to fight back to Deepover. And Deepover and Sechik pretty much on the same older mediums. And let's get up here to Javi as he gets around Sharpie. We are on lap 16. We have a yellow flag in sector 2. And we might have had a Ferrari that spun, perhaps. As Javi's putting pressure on Uhe. And ERS enabled here as Javi gets around Uhe. And Uhe comes into the pits. We have yellow flag in sector 1. Still no safety card. And Ruthless Peach still working on that gap to Kachi. And those mediums of Kachi still working. Though it seems like Ruthless Peach is starting to lose some grip on those hard tires. Wolfman has a DNF, unfortunately. I don't know if the incident, that maybe there was contact between him and Zetchik and caused some rear wing damage or undercarriage damage. I'm not sure. Let's go down here to Pulver. We are on lap 18 of 36. And we have yellow in sector 3. Yeah, let's see here. And yellow in sector 1. And Zetchik with a DNF as well. Oh my. We'll have to find out what happened there. Boy, were they having a good battle. Zetchik and Wolfman. Well, that's just too bad that both of them have a DNF at this point. Let's get back to the top. When will these two pit? Looking like Javi on the only one on soft tires. 8-lap-old soft tires, that is. He's 16 seconds behind Ruthless Peach. And let's see if Kachi comes in. Not yet. And neither is Ruthless. Seems like that's the closest battle, friends, they got going out there. Ruthless against Kachi. Ruthless has got this down to 1.2 seconds. As Ruthless coming into the pits. And I believe he's trying to undercut. And let's see how this pans out. As he puts on a fresh set of mediums. And gets back out there. And we will follow Pache around. I imagine he's going to pit this lap. looks like he's coming in. Yes, he is. And let's see what he throws on here. We're on lap 22 of 36. And he puts on a fresh set of softs. And now let's see where Javi is. I mean, Ruthless Peach. As he has surely gotten out in front. Here comes, I believe that's Kachi up in front of us there. Well, Kachi's going to have to make these softs last 14 laps. And let's see if he can make that happen, because that's obviously his plan. A Ruthless Peach with the fastest lap of 110.932. And these two here, Kachi and Ruthless Peach, battled it out last week at Monza as well. And the pressure I imagine Ruthless Peach is putting on Kachi, trying to make him just shred those soft tires. Ruthless does have DRS. Ruthless Peach with another fastest lap. And let's follow Javi here, as he is putting pressure on Uwe as he comes around Uwe into the first corner and makes it stick. Yes. Let's get back up here. And Ruthless will have DRS. And Kachi ERS down to 17%. Kachi with a 3-second time penalty. That is going to hurt. That is going to really hurt. He's not happy about that. Guaranteed. This is not what he needed to see. But that's the pressure that Ruthless Peach is putting on Kachi, even though he is on those soft tires. So that gives Ruthless somewhat of a buffer. Yes, yes, yes. And Hankper's in the pits with a fresh set of mediums. As he comes back out on the track. And let's get back to the top here. Looks like the only real battle going on right now. Thus far we have 2 DNFs and a disqualification. Doesn't happen this time. And Akachi gets a good exit, but I think we're going to see it happen now. As Kachi goes to the outside, and Ruthless Peach thinks twice about going to the inside in that corner. He will have DRS again. Has not happened yet. Yeah, STB called. I don't know, man. It's very strange. It's about, like I said before, it's the least amount of drivers I've seen in a D1 race. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know if people, well, Moti's on vacation. Shy BMW's on vacation. So there's 2, and I think Toby is on vacation as well. So there's 3. That would have brought it up to 14 drivers. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah. Ruth is still working on Kache. We are on lap 28 of 36. When is this going to happen? When is this going to happen? As Ruthless does have DRS, but it is not helping. As we are coming upon back marker. That I'm sure will get out of the way. as Hankper and Haas kindly moved aside. And Ruthless has gotten around Kache. And now let's see if Ruthless can create a gap here. Kache has to be starting to feel those softs going off. Hankper with a 3-second time penalty. Yeah, that 3-second time penalty of Kache's really has hurt his chances for a win here. We are on lap 31 of 36. Oh, well, that makes it interesting. Oh, you know, Kachi is happy to see that. Ruthless Peach with a 3-second time penalty. He is kicking himself. Guaranteed. So unnecessary. So unnecessary. But that's the pressure that Kache is putting on him. He's made a mistake. Probably in the same vein that Kache made a mistake of corner cutting and exceeding track limits. And here comes Kache. Is he going to make a move here? He's taking a peek. And he gets around a Ruthless Peach. This is not over. Ruthless will have DRS. As they come into this corner. And this is a great battle, friends. This back and forth. It's even Stevens now between these two. They both have 3-second time penalties. Let me bring up. Yes, both have 3-second time penalties. And neither one of them needs any more. Though I'm sure Ruthless would love to see Kache get another 3 seconds. As Ruthless takes a little look on the inside. Let's go down here to Hankper. As he is putting pressure on Deepover. And we'll go back up here to Ruthless. Kachi's got to be feeling those tires going off. You know that Ruthless Peach is watching the rear end of that car as Ruthless almost loses it in that corner. That can't be good for your confidence of being able to put the power down sooner. And Ruthless just had another moment there. And what is happening with these softs? Let's watch his inputs here. With the steering wheel. See how he's coming through these corners. He sure doesn't seem to be fighting the car at all. And where do we find Ruthless? Right here. We are coming up to lap 30. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. That's all. Ruthless was waiting for that to happen, and it finally did. They are side by side. And oh man, what a battle. What a battle. What a battle. And Kachi does have DRS. Did they make contact? It almost looked like they made contact. But I don't think they did. As Kachi getting closer, getting closer. We are on the last lap, friends. Well, that's got to be distracting somewhat. We are staying with this fight. It's looking like Ruthless is going to win himself another race. I don't want to jinx him. But it sure is looking like that's going to happen. And it's looked, and oh, Kachi almost lost it. We'll ride with Ruthless Peach as he takes the win in Brazil. Ruthless Peach P1, Kachi P2, Hobby P3. And it looks like Uhe will be bringing it home in 4th position. Sharpie 5th. And PRL Chris looks like 6th. Deep Over 7th. Hank Burr 8th. And that is a race in Brazil, friends. Wish there were more people, more drivers involved, but hey, it is what it is. And so, Ruthless Peach, and let me see, Hobby 3rd. And PRL Hamilton comes in with Driver of the Day. Yeah, where are you? Where are you? I'll be 3rd. And Kache comes in home 2nd place. Great race, guys. Great race. Let's see if I could get you guys into the chat. I don't believe Kachi will come in because his English is not that good. So, yeah, but let's see if I could get... come chat. Hold on. Let's see if I could get you in here. And Javi. Let's see. And let me get into the chat. Let's see. Oh, let's see here. I can never get this right. I can never get this right. And let's see. And let's see if somebody comes in. That was a good race up front, anyway. And let's see if somebody comes in here. And yes, sir. Ruthless. Woo! Yeah, I mean, I wasn't even in the car and I was like tense. Great race, man. Mm-hmm. Good job. Yes. Yeah, he did. I bet he, yeah, I bet he kind of kicked himself for making that choice because I'm like, wow, man, you got to make those softs last like 14 laps and you're racing against Ruthless Peach that's not going to give you an inch. So, in my mind, it's like you're going to be shredding, he's going to be making you shred those soft tires. Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. Yeah. You couldn't close that gap. It was great. Yes, good man. It was great. Oh, I stayed with you guys. You were actually, most of the time, especially the last third of the race, you were the only real battle happening out there was between you two. Yeah, and I knew you were just you were just laying back there waiting. And then when um, Kache got that 3 second time penalty, um, I said, "Oh, I'm thinking, oh, Ruthless got a big smile on his face right now." Yep, yep. Are you kidding? Yes, yeah. When you got the 3 seconds, I'm like, oh, he did not need that. I mean, when you're racing that close, I mean, 3 seconds is a lot of space, you know. But look at, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Well, I was waiting for you to. I was waiting to see happen exactly what happened when Kachi kind of when he lost the rear, and I said, there it is, and you took, of course, full advantage of that and sent it. Beautiful. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. It was great. It was great watching you guys. Absolutely. And I thought the same thing when you couldn't really make up any ground going down the front straight with DRS. He was still maintaining that 1 point whatever second, uh, or just under a second, of course, for you to get DRS. But you couldn't make up enough ground to kind of attack him into that first corner. So, um, well, thanks, man. Thanks for the great race. It's too bad that it's too bad that Javi couldn't have made it into the chat. Um, but maybe next time. But I appreciate you coming in anyway to get your thoughts on the race. Not, yep. You've been. Yes, he is. Uhe, second right now. Yeah, in the constructors, there's only a few points separating three of you guys, three of your teams. Anyway, it's close up at the front. It's close, and you've been dominating so far. So that is your. This is the what? It's the seventh race, and you've won six of them. I believe that's true. Hold on. Yeah, let's see. Ruthless Page. Yeah. Oh wait, no, I'm wrong. Wait, wins three. No, I'm sorry. So this would be four wins. This would be four. This would be four wins. Yep, yep. I like I like this app, man. Do you use that app? I love it, especially for a commentator. I mean, it's all this info at my fingertips. Yeah, I dig it. It's one less thing I have to calculate. I'm like a one arm paper hanger here all by myself, but it's okay. I don't mind. I don't mind doing it. Well, glad you had a good race. No safety cars today. Yeah, yeah. It's last week at Monza seemed like a disaster. It's interesting. In my division in D2, we didn't have one safety car out at Monza. Just say, just saying. I'm not saying we're better drivers. We're definitely slower drivers, but we had we had a couple of VSCs, but not a true safety car. But Monza's tough, man. Them hard braking zones into those chicanes. That's why I don't mind starting from the back. It's not that I have a choice anyway. I usually have last anyway, so it all works out in my favor. I just wait for people to make mistakes in front of me. Yeah. All right, man. Thanks for coming in, bro. Yeah. We'll see you next week. Okay. Bye bye. That's it, folks. Yeah, glad. Hope you enjoyed the race. And yeah, for you drivers that will be watching this later, hope you enjoy it. Hope I covered the battles as best I could. And yeah, so enjoy it. And let's see, next week we will be at Silverstone for the British Grand Prix, and we'll do it all again there in Britain. So you all have a good night and take care. Bye bye.